Who's that? Oh, that McLaren. Who's the first one out there? That's that Williams, huh? Daily Dose.
Hey! Let's go.
Let's do it. We're live. So I'm on board with Daily Dose to Death. He's going through the Ascari chicane. He's going to be first, I believe.
Yeah. So, two guys on mediums, JC and Razor.
What do you think about that strategy?
There is a lot of strategies that you can apply. And there is a specific trick on the first chicane, which I'm not gonna tell.
You've given too much good information this year. It's tricky because I feel like the apexes of the corners, like, you can downshift, but then you need to upshift, but then downshift and then upshift again to get them just right, or something like that. I'm not the best at them. Let's see, who's going to be first on their hot laps? So Feeman is there. Welcome everybody, if you're just tuning in. The Tier 2 Italian Grand Prix. Looks like we got some people filtering in.
This granted Muppet. Okay, so he's the fastest so far in the first sector.
Let's go on board. Yeah, I'm on board with them now. So Disgruntled, in the last race at the Belgian Grand Prix, he disqualified because of not serving a drive-through penalty.
Wow.
And yeah, he was up there in the running order. So I decided it was interesting that his name was Disgruntled because I'm sure he was very disgruntled after getting disqualified. But it was
nice 2 sectors.
Yeah.
By the way.
It was the fastest Sector 1 and Sector 2?
Yeah.
Okay, so far. So let's see where he puts this car. I'm on board with him as he's crossing the line. Yep, he puts it on top at 120.8. Good eye, nice catch watching him. So who's where? Razor guy, Nico John getting out of the way in turn 1. Space Combo going a little bit wide into turn 1. So Disgruntled in P1, Razor in P2 on the mediums, Frankie P3 with a 121.8 or 0.1, Rusty just behind with a 121.7, Space Cowboy in 6, Toad IQ in 7, Sparkplugs 87 is a newer guy, so we'll see what he can do. So I'm on board with Feeman. He's into the Parabolica, into the exit. Let's see where he puts that car. That Renault. He puts it into P5.
Oh.
So, nice lap by Feeman.
So there is 4 tricky parts in this 4 or 5 tricky parts. First is the first chicane, the second chicane, and then the Ascari part.
Yeah. Very tricky.
The two Lesmos are they are not really, they are straightforward, just right hand side corners. Like there is nothing much you can do there. Besides, the second Lesmo is a little bit tricky because if you go in, okay, so if you go in and you hit the apex,
yeah,
as soon as you are taking the exit, it looks like it's narrowing. So
it does,
but it's not. It's not, but it looks like it's narrowing because it's not really straight.
It's elevated as well.
Right hand. Yeah, it's not really straight right hand side corner. Like if you see it on the minimap, it's not like the shape of like 90 degrees.
No, it's wider.
A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. You can attack it a little bit more than you think is what you're saying.
No.
Oh, there's
exactly
a car off.
The opposite.
There's a car off. Monkey Mafia's out.
Oh no.
Yeah, let's see if we can get a shot of that car, but I don't think anyone's going to pass it. Who do we have that's close to it? Maybe we get a shot of the car. If we go on board with Razor Guy, we'll see his car. And let me see who's in the chat. Will Ann is in the chat. World famous commentator Will Ann is in the chat. How's it going, Will? Joe G's in the chat. How's it going, Joe? Yeah, Monkey Mafia is out for sure. We didn't even get the chance to see the car.
Razor, if he completes this lap with a good pace, he's going to be on pole with mediums. I think he will be.
Yeah, 120.681, couple tenths up, just about. Here's the thing though, those tires they got 3 laps in them now.
Well,
They should still last, but 'cause I would think the strategy here is, for the most part, pretty straightforward. A one stop, either soft to medium or medium to soft. Domingos is crossing the line, and he's got a 121.7, so that puts him at P9. Who else is crossing the line? Yuppie back after the Thanksgiving holiday. He's crossing the line, and he puts it into P3, 121.0. So Razor Guy showing a lot of pace.
yeah, on the mediums as well.
Yeah, Razor.
So I imagine on the softs,
Yeah, even
that
faster.
will be, yeah.
Probably closer to a 120.0, something like that.
Well, the thing is that in some of the tracks, always spooling is really fast in Sector 2.
Yeah, JC just stumbled a little bit over the first chicane. I'm gonna go
The thing
on
is
board.
that
Go ahead.
some of the tracks in this game, sometimes the mediums are faster than the softs in race pace. Not in qualifying, of course, but in race pace,
Really?
a lot faster than softs. Because first of all, they have lifetime.
Yeah.
The softs has
Better
like
life.
10 to 12 laps, maximum 15 some
Right.
tracks. But the mediums can go 20, 25, even 30 laps. In Monaco you can do 45 laps with the mediums
Yeah.
easily.
It all depends also like on the surface of the track, a lot of different variables, but yeah, the mediums can definitely last. That's why I'm thinking if you can get this right, like Razor Guy is so far, you have a big advantage, I think, because if you can roughly keep the pace with everyone on the mediums, you should be able to drive away on the softs.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it depends on the race. And of course, first corner.
Right. Right. Man, this turn 1 is going to be madness. I can't wait. We're on board with Rusty. Rusty's in P7 at the moment. 0.03 of a second ahead of Shep. Rusty, who's improved so much this season. So exciting to see.
JC is fastest in the first sector.
So Rusty doesn't improve. Spooling into the pits. I think Disgruntled just went up into P3. Nico John is in the pits. Nico John just had a terrible injury to his knee. I don't know if you saw it, but he's racing with a controller, unfortunately. So we'll see what he can do.
Wow. Oh no. Oh, okay.
Rusty's
So
retired.
I'm watching JC and he's super quick, but he mistimed the last part of the Ascari chicane.
Let's see.
And he will be on pole.
Yeah,
Yep.
120.610 to about 70 thousandths of a second. Nice lap from JC. And yeah, you can see Razor Guy, he's going for it on the softs. So the track position is key.
So Razor guy on the softs, everybody on softs.
Everybody on softs.
I don't understand the strategy from Razor guy.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he was just trying to put in a banker lap on the mediums. Not sure, but
Yeah, but he went 3 laps, no?
He did.
So what's the point?
Only he knows. Let's see, so who's crossing the line? Looks like there is a Racing Point, Domingos, but he's just starting his hot lap. And Zach's in the chat. What's up, Beck? How's it going?
Who is on the hot lap? Oh, Toad is on the hot lap.
Yeah, also Spark Bugs. He's down at P15 with the 123. He improves to P14 with the 122.9. I think Yuppie is starting another lap. Yeah, so I think Yuppie's got a lot of pace, so I'm actually going to stay on board with Yuppie. See his fight at his chance for the pole. He breaks it nice and gets the car turned into turn 1 and 2 nicely.
Cool Razor guys. Oh my god.
Flying.
4 tenths up. 4 tenths up, first sector. He was practicing this track for sure.
Yeah. I would imagine so. He's very quick.
7 tenths up.
So Yuppie's down now going into that back straight, into a sky.
And he has a little bit of slipstream as well, if that's effective. Maybe now.
Yep, he's getting into the Parabolica.
Oh god.
He goes a little wide. Razor guy with a 119.4, wow. He's flying. And Yuppie does improve, but he's... Yeah, Yuppie's the second back, 120.5. So it seems the Razor guy's got the pace to beat today.
Well, that's I'm saying that's like P1 pace.
Yeah, he's starting. I think Razor guy, Yuppie, even the guys like Praj, they're pretty much T1 pace. I think at this point everyone's just going to remain in whatever tier they're in, but definitely I think things are going to be shaken up a little bit after the season's over.
Think about it, we just started it and it's Monza already.
Isn't that crazy?
This is like around 14?
15.
15, that's 15 weeks.
Yeah, it's been about 4 months already. Time flies.
Wow.
Yeah. I remember getting the 4th at Australia.
Yeah.
On track I got 4th, but anyway, what I'm saying is I started the season doing pretty good, and every race since I'm going further and further back.
Yeah.
We keep getting more people, but it's good. The competition is good.
Yeah.
So it looks like Yuppie's going into the pits to get ready for his final run. Disgruntled is in the Parabolica. He's going for it. He's on a hot lap, yeah. So he's just behind, who is that, Spoolin? Yeah, he's just behind Spoolin. Let's go on board Spoolin. Because I think Spoolin can do better than a 122.0.
Viper is second.
Oh, nice.
Second behind.
Yeah, nice lap by Vapor. Vapor, our championship points leader in Tier 2. Let's see who's in the track today. JC gone. J4C doesn't race today, he races tomorrow. Let's see, JC, how did I go fastest?
Did you complete the weekly race?
No, I haven't had a chance to do any of them for, you talking about the Codemasters Weekly?
Yeah.
No, did you?
Yeah, it was nice. It was good. It was Canada. You started 8th. It was a
Yeah.
safety car,
Yeah.
and you had to be 3rd at the end. It was nice.
What difficulty did you do it on?
107.
Nice. That's the difficulty that I use for Grand Prix mode to practice races, like the tire strategies, and I can I can never keep up. But I use that one just because it feels like what you guys are when I'm trying to keep up with you guys.
Yeah, well, I'm using 110, but for Canada, I didn't want to use it because you cannot overtake there. Like you have
It's
one
hard.
straight.
Super hard.
So that's why I used 107.
So Osa's gonna cross the line here. He doesn't improve. So let's see who else is gonna cross the line here soon. I think Nico John. So you can see Nico John struggling a bit with that, using that controller, but he's jumping into the pits.
How is this not a penalty? How you can do this?
What?
Like you with 300 kilometers per hour, you just come into the pits. How is this not a penalty?
Pit assist is allowed.
Only in tier 2, no?
No, tier 1 as well. Bro, trust me, I'm going in flat out to the pits, bro.
Yeah, because I thought it's not.
No, it
allowed.
is. It is. I race in another league where it's not allowed, but in our league it is. So
Okay.
yeah, I would want to tell everyone to leave that pit assist on so you can go in there flying as well, because it'll save you a little bit of time. Oh, and Sparkplugs goes wide there. So Joe wasn't able to set a lap. I don't know what happened with Joe. He must have invalidated some laps. So who's on a flying lap right now?
JC, who just invalidated his lap.
Oh, that's unfortunate. So he won't improve better than 5th.
Toad is on his hot lap. It's 81 thousandths of a second up on his time.
So Feeman's on a lap as well. Toad really doing nicely here today.
Well, he can be second as well.
Yeah.
No. Last part. He needs to nail it. Oh my god.
He's got a little bit touch of a slipstream ahead.
Too far away. Nope. He's not gonna be.
Yeah, I feel like he got on the power a touch too early and he went wide. He had to back off.
That's it then.
That's it.
Razor beat everybody so bad.
That's it. So Razor Guy, really nicely done. P1, Vapor P2, Toad P3. Nice showing by Toad. Nice lap by Disgruntled as well, because he's going to be looking to get some kind of good result here after that disappointment last weekend. And then Yuppie in his return, P5, and then JC, P6. JC who scored his first podium last weekend.
From 2nd to 5th, there is 2 tenths, 3 tenths.
It's going to be a really close battle for the final 2 podium spots, I believe.
Till 6th, from 2nd till 6th. 3 tenths.
And then Monkey as well. Monkey, he didn't set a time. He DNF'd. Unfortunately, but he was also able to get a podium last weekend after having to come back from the back of the grid pretty much after a crash.
Ooh, looks like it will be interesting. Oh my god.
It might rain.
Ah ha ha! Maybe.
Yeah, what up, Will? P5 Yuppie representing the commentators. That's right, man. Go Mercedes.
Oh my god. Guys, please. By the way, so I have a theory. About this Russell thing.
What is
going
it?
on in. So okay, so maybe some of the people will call me now that I'm stupid or I'm a bad person and everything, but
Hold on. I
I
just got a
think
call. Hold on, I just got a call.
okay.
Hold on. Hello? Yeah? Renee? What about him? Oh, he's stupid? His theory? Okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Everyone was. Alright, what were you saying?
So listen.
Okay.
So okay, so I think um I don't know if Hamilton has coronavirus or not. Maybe he has, maybe he doesn't.
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever.
Yeah.
Because you can manipulate everything, and nobody needs to know, right?
Right.
Nobody was there. But anyway, um, so I think he won the championship. Mercedes have the constructors
Yeah,
championship.
everything's
as well.
already won.
Exactly. So I think he doesn't have his contract, right?
Right.
Hamilton. He didn't even sign it yet. So I think he broke every record, everything. I think next year he will not race,
Really?
and Russell will be in the Mercedes, even though he signed with Williams. But I think his contract in Williams is that if something happens, he can go to Mercedes anytime.
Yeah. I think so because
Maybe.
that was part of the negotiations from last year. They were trying to get him. Supposedly, they were trying to get Russell to Mercedes for 2021, but Williams wouldn't allow it originally. But who knows what kind of negotiations happened behind closed doors because Mercedes is also the supplier for Williams for the motors, so they have a relationship where they can they can leverage each other to say, look, we need to get this done as partners. So who knows?
But that's why I think, because you have a reserve driver, right? So
Right.
Van Dorn is there, but he's not racing, and everybody was like, how is this possible? Like, he's the reserve driver, so he has to race, right? So
Right.
because in his contract is that if somebody's sick or something, he
He's the
can
guy.
come in.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's the job,
Now
pretty
Russ-
much.
Exactly. And the second thing is, everybody can say that Hamilton is good, Hamilton is this good, that good. Yeah, he's good. Of course he's good.
Yeah,
But whoever says that he's the greatest of all time because he broke all of that records, I think that's not true. Because Russell came into that Mercedes and look what he did.
yeah, P1 for FP1 and 2, and we'll see for qualifying.
So I think Hamilton is overrated. I think.
I think he's a great driver, but we're really gonna
Yeah.
find out on Sunday what Russell can do in that
Yep.
car.
Yeah.
So it's gonna
Exactly.
be really exciting. But I definitely think it's a test of some sort of Russell, of course, for Mercedes. They're trying to see, is this someone that is worthy of being in our car? And it seems like he is from how well he's able to do in that Williams and pretty much dragging it tooth and nail into Q2. But it's one thing to drive a shitty car really well, and it's another thing to drive an amazing car really well, I think. So we're gonna find out.
Well, that car is driving itself. I think so.
Well, it's crazy because when the commentators are watching the onboard laps in the Mercedes, they're literally saying they've never seen a car grip the track that much.
Exactly.
It's
Like
perfectly
I don't
balanced.
know. Yeah, everything is perfect. That's a perfect car.
Like the kind of turns that I feel like are unstable are like, in turn 1, 2, and 3 in Bahrain, how the car always wants
Yeah.
to break loose as you're turning through there, but the Mercedes is always glued to the track, full
Yeah.
throttle.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, let's commentate the race.
Let's go.
All right.
Okay. We'll
Oh,
go
man,
on board with Toads.
Yeah, I'm on board with Vapor here.
Let's see.
I cannot wait to see what happens here. It's going to be
So-
madness into turn 1. Just absolute
You want-
madness.
Yeah, you wanna bet how many cars will be destroyed after turn 1?
I think 0. What do you think?
Okay, 5. Let's see.
Oh, so Shep is out. Can you invite Shep?
Oh god.
Let's see. Because I am on board with Razor. Oh, and a lot of traffic.
One.
A lot of traffic. People going wide. Beeman's wide. But I think that was the worst of it. Not bad, huh? All right, let's see. So Razor Guy has gotten away already. A second and a half. Oh, but Frankie goes down the inside. Very late move by Frankie, but he got it done. Really nice. So Frankie up into P2.
Monkey Mafia is on mediums. He alone.
So Yuppie is falling down to P6. So he got passed by JC in the first lap. Domingos got wide there. Now Rusty's got to run on Domingos. So Rusty, but Rusty's got wing damage. So Domingos got to be careful here because he's going to be compromised into Ascari. Yeah.
McLaren is out.
Oh, McLaren. He spun in Lesbos too. I'm going to invite Shep really quick. I'm going to invite Shep. Let's see. Shep. Okay. Shep, if you're watching the podcast, I just invited you. So Rusty into the pits. Yuppie. It's
Oh my god. What is going...
A lot of ghosting going on. It's some form,
Wow.
I think the game is glitching out for a second. But it should fix itself in a second here.
Anyway, but we have a battle for second.
Yes, we do.
Or third. Sorry.
So I believe this is P6, yeah. So P6, we got Yuppie just behind JC, JC just behind Toad, and Toad just behind Vapor. And let's see what Football Beast is able to do. Yeah, so everyone's falling behind Razor, so it seems like Razor is able to really just drive away right now. Let's go on board with Spolin. So I think Spolin's a couple tenths behind Domingos.
And Yuppie is coming through, and he will overtake both of JC and Toad.
Yeah, it looks like it because JC must have messed up on the exit of Ascari. But now JC's gonna have the slipstream if he can get a good exit.
Yep.
But Yuppie also has a great exit. And there he goes. Yuppie into P4. The nice exit from Yuppie.
3 corners, 2 cars.
I gotta invite Shep again. He keeps getting disconnected. Alright, so what's the action that's happening right now? So we got JC in 6th. He's 3 tenths behind Toad into the Lesbos 2. He goes a little bit wide, so he's going to lose that. And now Oso is starting to close in on him behind. Let's go on board with Vapor. Vapor's in P3. A few tenths behind Football Beast, Frankie.
Yeah, Domingos is closing on also on the outside.
Oh, and he goes into the gravel. It's so tricky to go around the outside of Ascari.
He was too optimistic, it's impossible.
I think so. It's possible, but you need to have 100% trust that the guy is going to take a compromised corner entry just to give you space, and that's not often going to happen.
Never.
Never, exactly, never. There's only one real line through there, that's the problem.
Exactly.
So what's happening now? So that's Domingos down into P10. So Vapor's still within touching distance. Oh, and McLaren is out. He's out in Lesbos 1.
Safety car.
Safety car.
Oh,
so who does this help?
This
Who does this help? This helps everyone on the softs.
4th lap. I don't think you should be. Maybe
no,
you can.
Maybe.
Well, I'm not gonna say. I cannot.
I think what you're saying is the mediums may last until the end, but I don't know. I don't know if I'd be able to do that. Maybe the hard, but I think the hards would be too slow. So this is going to be interesting to see who does what. So let's go on board with Razor.
Who's on the mediums? Wow, yeah. Who's on the mediums? Can be.
Oh wow, Razor's going in. He's going into the pits.
Yep, man, I think it will be hards for him. Let's see.
We're gonna find out.
I think so.
Does anyone follow
He
him
knows
in?
he's faster than anybody else.
That's true. Yeah, he's going on the hards.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think this is a good call by him. He's getting that pit stop done under yellow flag conditions, so he'll come out in 7th. If he can get maybe 8th.
Yeah.
I think 8th.
Yeah.
But that's not bad. And then when everyone pits, he's gonna have clear air, and he'll be able to make it to the end of the race.
Exactly. This is what I wanted to say, but I was like, okay, so nobody will. But the Razor practiced it, so.
It seems like he's done a lot of preparation because he knew exactly what to do. He didn't think twice about it. He went into the pits immediately.
Nope. Exactly. So this is what I wanted to say, that
but
if I would be in first place or wherever in the pack, whatever place, if there is a lap 5 safety car or even lap 10 or even lap, I don't know, whatever, lap 2, I would put the hards on.
The hards don't make it.
Exactly, because there is like 4 corners. It's nothing. They will make it.
And the pit stop under green flag conditions is going to cost you quite a bit of time because of how fast everyone's going through that main straight.
Yeah.
But under the safety car, you don't really lose out that much. He only lost 8 positions. So
he lost.
But he's gonna make them all back. Yeah, 7. That's right. He's gonna make them all back once everyone else pits. So he's got to be patient. Now, what he's got to be careful of is that he doesn't damage his car in trying to overtake any of the other guys. But
and penalties as well.
And penalties, but I think he understands what needs to happen here. He needs to be patient, and then once everyone pits, he's going to have the lead because everyone has to pit ahead.
Yep.
So we'll see if anyone actually pits now. I feel like maybe some people may pit.
I don't think so.
In response.
I don't think so.
I guess it's still too early for everybody. Now, what I think is going to be interesting is that Razor guy, his time on the mediums was ahead of everybody on the softs, but not by much, I don't think. So what I'm saying is his pace on the hards may be equivalent to others' pace on the mediums. So if someone can put themselves into contention at the end of the race where they can challenge him on the faster tire, I think we're going to be able to see a shootout at the end. We'll see. It depends on how quickly Razor's going to be able to get to the front to try to pull out a gap.
Well, I think here for the softs, I think they will pit lap 9 or lap 10, something like that. Lap 9, lap 10, or lap 12.
I think like 12 or so, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that, yeah. And we must have missed it, but the Spoolin in P14, Disgruntled in P15, Shep in P16, and Rusty in P17, they've all already stopped. Rusty's actually 2 pit stops. He must have stopped on lap 1, and then he must have stopped again at the safety car. But he's on the mediums. I thought he would have been on the hards, but other people have stopped. And in terms of position changes, let's take a look at the position changes. Who are the biggest losers and winners and losers of the race so far? Football Beast Frankie up 7 positions from P8 to P1.
Huh.
Yuppie up 2. Toad down, but he's still in that hunt for that podium there today. Oso up 7. Sparkplug's up 9. Daily Dust of Death up 5. Monkey up 8 so far, so he's making his way through the field very nicely. Nico John up 3. He's doing really well considering he's on the controller. Joe up 5. And yeah, the bottom 5 of the grid so far have lost out a ton of positions. But let's get back to the action because the green flag's going to start again. Let's go on board with Vapor. Okay, so they're off. And Vapor, he got a pretty good jump, but he had to back off because he didn't want to pass Frankie before that start-finish line, which would be a penalty. And now Yuppie's got a great run on him. He's going to try to go around the outside of turn 1, but he thinks the better of it. Yeah, he backs off. Oh, and JC goes a little bit wide. And Toad is there. A lot of action happening right now. Razor, he's on the run down to the second chicane. This is going to be very dicey. He tries to get it on the inside, but not a whole lot of space there. Oh, and he makes it around the outside. Inside of turn 1, the inside of the first part, but the outside on the second chicane. But that was really nice by Sparkbugs and Razor Guy because they left each other just enough space. Very close.
He's really close. He's really close to the front.
Yeah, that was very brave, but I think a risky move by Razor, but it's paid off. The yellow in sector 2, I'm not sure what happened there, but looks like everyone's back to green. He spun out of... Okay.
Yeah, something.
Let's see. Let's go on board with Yuppie. Okay, so Yuppie, he's going to have the DRS. No, he's not going to have the DRS yet, but he's got a great run on Vapor. And he makes his way past Vapor in the slipstream. So now Vapor, or Yuppie's going to try to chase down Frankie. Nicely done by these guys to get the car braked and turned into the corner. It looks like Yuppie's making some progress towards Frankie. Yeah, so now Yuppie's chasing down Frankie. He's in the slipstream in the Curva Grande. He's going to be trying to eye a move somewhere here. Into the second chicane, a very tricky chicane.
And also, also made a mistake in front of Razor.
So we're going to see what's going to happen here. Lesbo's 1 is very dangerous. Try to go around the outside. Oh, and Razor a little bit too optimistic. So now the guys, very unfortunate for Razor, but I would think that he would have got to be more patient and careful, but he was also thinking, I've got to make this move because I got to get back to the front. But he's been caught out, so now he's in P17. So now Yuppie's just behind Frankie for P1. And let's take a look at the intervals to the leader. So now Razor's 14 seconds behind the lead car. If they can start to pull out a gap, they'll be able to remain in front as Yuppie makes the pass to P1. So nice job by Yuppie.
I'll tell you something.
Oh, and Frankie spins out Yuppie. But Yuppie's able to save it, and they'll continue. Wow, that was close.
So I'll tell you something what you will...
What's that?
Oh my god, Razor. Oh my god, Razor is really, really frustrated. He just lost his wing.
So that's unfortunate for Razor.
I think that's over then.
Yeah, he's going to have to come into the pits again.
What I wanted to say to you, what you will not really believe, that... almost. Anyway, so this grunted Muppet just overtook Shep.
Yeah.
But I wanted to say that if everybody pits, those two will be first and second.
Disgruntled and Shep?
Yes.
Let's see. Disgruntled. Well, I see Disgruntled is 10 seconds behind the leader.
Exactly.
Is it really
just make a 10-second stop?
Well, that's what I mean. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I was like, wait, hold on, let me grab my calculator. No, you're right. Yeah, and they're gonna be able to get to the end, but Disgruntled won't be able to make it to the end, but Shep will. But I don't know if Shep is racing because I think he had like a disconnection problem, but hopefully he's back in. And Vapor, he's fighting.
Yeah, he is.
He's fighting with JC. Oh, and they have a little bit of a touch through the... Oh, and Vapor gets spun into the chicane number 1.
Shep is racing.
It looks like it.
Yep, he is.
Okay.
And he will be... he will be on the... Oh my god, I can't believe it.
Oh, and also just lost his wing behind Toad.
when the safety car came in, I wanted to say when I saw the safety car is in, and I saw that Shep pitted on hards, I wanted to say that this benefited Shep, and also is in the wall.
Yeah, he lost his wing, and he tried to just get quickly back onto the track. That's unfortunate for Oso.
So I wanted to say that this benefited Shep the most, because he's on hard, and they will pit in front of him, so he will be in first.
But let's go on board with Monkey. Monkey's making his way past Sparkplug.
Oh my god.
And now they're
3 wide, they're 3 wide.
Side by side into the Parabolica. Oh, really nicely done by Monkey to be patient.
Oh, Muppets, both of them in Parabolica,
yeah.
Both of them on the inside.
Well, you saw what kind of, he was patient there, disgruntled Muppet.
Yep.
He stuck to that racing line that has the most grip. He waited nice and long to get onto the power at just the right moment, but you can see that getting onto the power there, that little bit of patience paid off because he had a better exit.
And he's fourth.
And
Shep is sixth.
He will have to pit again, but Shep's doing really nicely here.
Oh.
If Shep can... Oh, in the virtual safety. Not sure what happened, but 4 guys into the pits. Toad, Razor, Oso, Vapor. So this helps Razor.
Yep.
And he's back onto the mediums. But this race is getting interesting. Now, the guys in the front, what do they do? Because they're in Sector 3. Oh, Razor guy gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under the VSC. Wow, so he's going to have to serve that, or else he'll get disqualified.
Muppet, he just fall asleep on the virtual safety car.
That's like me, I feel like, because I'm always too afraid to get into that drive-through, so I always go a little bit slower. I always lose time. Okay, but Yuppie's into the pits. He's in now.
Yep.
So let's see what happens here. Frankie follows him in. JC's most likely going to follow him in. He doesn't, so JC's going to try the overcut. I don't think that'll work with older tires, but we're going to find out. And Monkey up into P2. Disgruntled has a run on Monkey.
Easy job.
Yeah, down the inside on turn 1. So nicely done by Monkey, or excuse me, Disgruntled rather. Monkey as well, though.
These guys were 16.
Yeah.
Shep and
Monkey was 18.
Yeah, 16, 17, and 18, and they are now second, third, and fourth.
Now they do have to pit at least Disgruntled and Monkey, so I don't know exactly where they're going to cycle out, but
they don't have to.
But Shep will remain in position here, or take positions once everyone does pit ahead, because the front 3 runners definitely have to pit. Now, I wonder, can Spullen make it to the end of the race on those 6-lap-old mediums? Because he would have pit on...
Yeah.
I think so, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they can.
It won't be the easiest thing in the world, but he can do it.
Yep. So Monkey Mafia has a 3-second penalty, then Daily Dose of Death has 10.
Yeah.
Razor has the drive-through, and Nico John has 3 seconds. That's all.
Nico John doing pretty good considering he's on controller. We're hoping that he gets that knee injury to heal as quick as possible. Toad just got a penalty. JC in the pits. So let's see where JC cycles out actually, because Daily Dose gets another penalty. JC is going to be trying to stay ahead of Football Beast, but he doesn't. Football Beast gets ahead. The Yuppie gets ahead. So the overcut not working for JC. I think he should have followed everybody in. But his laps will be 1 lap fresher. His tires will be 1 lap fresher at the end.
Look who is in the lead.
Yep, Disgruntled. P1. I'm on board with Spullen. Spullen is 5/10 behind Shep. And Toad IQ got put on soft tires. And he had to go back in on medium, so he just took 2 stops. Unfortunate for Toad. He had great pace here today.
What is going on in the first chicane?
Oh, and Shep goes wide out of Ascari, so Spullen's got a great run on him. But this might not be bad for Shep if he backs off, because if he backs off and lets Spooling get ahead, he's going to get the DRS. But as it is now, who's going to get the DRS? It's hard to say. Shep stays just ahead. I think Shep's got the DRS. Who's got DRS? Did no one get DRS?
No. Nobody.
Nobody.
Yeah, I think because of the virtual safety. I don't know.
No, that's true. Yeah, maybe actually a couple laps after the virtual safety. So Shep stays ahead. So nice defensive driving from Shep. Shep doing really well today. No penalties. He's got himself on the tire that he's going to finish the race on in a great position.
Yeah. He's focusing.
Yeah. Well, he was unhappy with his performance at the last race. I think he was frustrated at not getting a great result because he DNF'd down Eau Rouge and up Radillon. He lost the rear end, and you know how that goes. It's not easy. We had a moment there as well too. I was very sad to see it, man. I did back off to let you through, but anyway,
yeah.
I'm sure it's not even something you want to talk about. But anyway, the guys are going into Ascari. Wow, these guys are neck and neck. This is a battle for third. We're on board with Spooling. What's that?
So you can practice how much you want, but if the luck is not on your side, then you end up like Razor.
That's why for me I feel like it was a bit of a gamble, because you have to fight back through the field, even though I probably would have made the same move, because if you could stop during the safety car, you're not going to lose out as much. It's going to help you in the race, but it hasn't paid off for Razor. I think what it was mostly is a little bit of impatience. He was trying to get through the field too quickly. All he needed to do
his move was perfect.
Yeah.
His move was perfect. He was the first behind
everyone that still needed to pit.
Yeah, seven people. Behind 7 people who pitted, and he had hard tires. And he was impatient.
So your teammate Steinmine what's up, Steinmine? He's in the chat asking what happened to Razor Guy. Razor Guy was on pole.
None of your business, bro.
Yeah. There was that teammate rivalry. Razor Guy was on pole.
Go and practice for tomorrow.
Exactly. He was on pole. There was a safety car on lap 6, Steinmine, and he went onto the hard tires, and he puts him down into P8, and he got a little overambitious trying to make a move, went onto the gravel, and ended up losing a wing. So now his race is compromised, even though he had the pace to fight for the win. Steinmine. So let's see. Who are the closest battles on track right now? I think Toad IQ, he's just behind Daily Dose of Death into Lesmos 2. That was a very close move for 12th, but Toad gets it done. It's a nice driving by Toad and Daily Dose of Death to leave each other room in Lesmos 2, because there's not a whole lot of room for... Or that was Lesmos 1, rather. There's not a whole lot of room for side-by-side in Lesmos 1. So nicely done by Toad as he's trying to make his way up through the field. Let's go on board Domingos. Domingos is in P5. 6/10 behind Spooling, but he gets a bad exit out of the first chicane and into the Curva Grande. Looks like Spooling is now getting close up to the back of Shep again. But I think these medium tires are starting to lose their advantage over the hards now that they're about 10 laps in.
$11 laps. All hards.
Yeah.
Like,
And we're on board with Toad, because Toad's now trying to make his way back through the field. Toad, who was P3 in qualifying, but he had a moment in the first chicane and lost out, got spun around. And it looks like Disgruntled and Monkey Mafia picked up a penalty. So let's go on board with Spooling. It looks like he's starting to close onto the back of Shep again. Yeah, he's closing onto the back of Shep. So now yep, so Spooling's going to get the DRS. He's chasing him down. He's in the slipstream. He's got to run. He's going to be just about there on the corner entry and the braking point. But no, he thinks he thinks better of it. But Shep does get a time penalty. So let's see, there's a yellow flag. Oh, Nico John has spun. And Lesmos too. Unfortunate for Nico John. I did feel like it was only a matter of time.
Shep and Spooling just touched.
Is there any
There's a
damage?
piece on the back. No.
No damage. Okay. So they'll continue. I think the guys are battling very hard, but they're giving each other just enough space, just enough respect. So Shep, he knows that he's got pretty good pace. He just hasn't always been able to put it together in the races. So you can see that he's defending very, very hard here because he's fighting for that position that he feels he should have had in many races. But he gets a bad exit. But get in that slipstream, Shep, because you'll be able to get the DRS.
Domingos is coming as well.
Yeah, he is. Domingos, I think, is going to be close. Domingos doesn't get a great exit because he was compromised, and Yuppie gets past.
Yuppie!
So
and look at him, look at him.
Oh, and Shep's going into the pits. He's going into the pits. I wonder why.
I think he slipped. I don't think this was intentional. I think he slipped into the pit.
I think he just didn't think those hards could make it to the end, but he should have stuck on the hards, but that's him out of the contention for the lead then. Because he was battling just fine with Spooling. I think he could have kept battling with Spooling, but this puts... This is looking really good for Yuppie because, yeah.
Oh my god. I didn't even see him that he was behind them.
Me neither. Everything was happening too fast.
He came... Oh my god, he came out from the parabolic in front. Oh my god, that was
So
good.
if Domingos right now has to push because I feel like Yuppie has a little bit more pace than him. So if Domingos can catch up to the back of Yuppie while Yuppie is being held up a little bit by Spooling, he'll be able to remain in that DRS, and that'll help him to try to stay with him and try to capitalize on a mistake. But
but Yuppie is on brand new 5-level mediums.
That's true. Yeah. That he's gonna make it to the end.
Kill.
So let's see what happens here in the Parabolica.
This will be easy.
Yeah, he's gonna get the DRS easy.
He has overtake as well, a lot of overtake. That will be easy.
He's not even using it because he's gonna get the DRS.
He can wait to him now.
Yeah. And there he goes. So Yuppie in the P1. Nicely done by Yuppie. And nicely done as well by Spooling. I don't know if Spooling's tires are gonna make it to the end, but I think he's gonna try.
They will. 11 laps. Oh no, not even. 7 laps, 8 laps.
Yeah, 7, 8 laps. That'll be about a 21 lap spin on the mediums. I think it's doable. So who's the closest battle on the track right now? Let's go on board with Vapor, because Vapor is just behind Sparkplug. He's got the DRS. They're on the main straight. I don't think he's going to have enough to make the pass.
Victor 1? Who's out?
Someone, a little bit of a touch from Vapor to Sparkplug, but they don't touch. So someone must have got like a half spun in the first chicane, but
Yuppie is just pulling away.
But Domingos is in a great position here to try to hold on to that podium.
Yeah. Yes. It's 7-second gap, 7 or 8 seconds gap between Domingos and Football Beast, so
yeah, you should be able to hold on to it.
Yeah. Monkey must be able to fastest lap.
Yeah, so Monkey looks like he took those medium tires 19 laps.
Chip is going for it pretty hard. And Football Beast is not really in safety as Muppet is coming on the brand new mediums.
Let's see who's the closest battle.
I think Football Beast.
Yeah.
And,
And disgruntled. So we're on board with disgruntled. And he should be close enough for the DRS. He gets a great exit, disgruntled.
Yeah. Again, easy.
250 miles an hour. He flies by.
Oh, and he's coming back.
Yeah, he's
No?
trying to make a move.
Oh god. That's dangerous.
It is dangerous, but as long as he can get the car braked, I try that from time to time because I'm trying to put my car into a position where, in case they go wide, I can make a quick pass. Not necessarily to try to force the move, but to put my car there roughly. I think as long as he brakes the car enough to not hit him, he's fine. Which he did.
Yep. Yep, he's coming home.
Yeah. So yep, he's having a nice drive in front. He's able to pull away from Spoolin. Doesn't look like Spoolin's got an answer.
He cannot, you know, it's like 15 level mediums. He can go to the end, but cannot be as fast as the other.
Now here's the thing that I'm seeing happening. There was a 8-second gap behind Domingos, and now it's 6.7, and there's about 4 or 5 laps to go. So can Disgruntled close that gap on those fresh tires?
Well, let's see.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out.
I think, yeah. He doesn't make a mistake. He can.
Yeah, he's already 6.3, so he's already cut another 4 tenths. And then Monkey Mafia got past Frankie. So that's Monkey Mafia into P5. The Monkey Mafia has done well today to get himself back up the grid. Ooh, and Frankie goes wide on the exit of Lesmos too.
Yeah. So what do you say? We don't have really much of an action now. So
Not a whole lot.
Say? What do you say? What do you say about the new track layout in Bahrain?
I think it's interesting. I think the track layout is even if it is really simple, I think it's still a challenge for the cars and for the drivers because it does require maybe not so much the chassis, but the chassis has to have good balance still. But a lot of aero, since you're going to need a lot of downforce to take those left and right corners really quickly, and then the power, you still have that main straightaway to try to get past people with that engine power. I don't know, but I think it's going to be closer than previous races. I don't think Mercedes has as big of an advantage. And then you have someone like Russell coming in with a little bit of inexperience in the fast car. I think we're going to get a really close race between Mercedes, Red Bull, and potentially a racing point on the podium. I'm not sure. What do you think?
I saw the F2 race. it was great. After 4 laps.
It was crazy,
after 4
right?
laps. Yeah, after 4 laps they left the last car.
Jeez.
After 4 laps.
That's crazy.
So, but it was great. Like it was 48 laps, and it was like from the first till the last lap, they were right behind each other. No gaps.
Do you think
Of course, they were gaps, but not as much as
that's normal?
whenever you see it. Exactly. Like it was nothing.
Do you think the F1 race will be that close?
Yeah, I think so.
Me too.
I think so. Yes. I hope. No, I hope so.
Yeah, that's true. I think so.
Yeah, and I hope nobody will die.
No, that was awful last weekend. I'm so happy for Romain. I don't know if you saw that, like some of the interviews he said, but he said that when it first happened, he tried to get out of the car, and for whatever reason he couldn't. Maybe because the impact was so great that he was like shaken up. And he tried again to get out of the car, and he couldn't. And he had, for a moment, he had made peace with himself that he was maybe going to die. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, because his right foot. So he said, okay, so in the chassis, you know, in the cockpit.
Yeah.
It's a cockpit part where you're sitting and your legs are and everything.
Right.
In the cockpit part, right where your feet are, so it cannot be more than, I think, 32 centimeters.
No, everything is smashed in because it's so small to begin with.
Yeah, the thing is that it can. Nobody has more than 32 centimeters. It's where your pedals are. Right. So nobody has. So if you have 44. In EU measurements, if you have a 44 sized shoe, too big. It's too big. You cannot fit your feet inside that cockpit. So Grosjean's feet are, I think, 43 and a half.
Wow.
Something like that.
They barely fit.
And they were too big. So as the impact went, right, so it happened.
Yeah.
And on his right foot, so his right foot got stuck between the right and the left pedal.
Ah.
Between. And he couldn't pull out his leg because his shoe was in. He couldn't pull out his leg.
That's crazy.
And then when he was like, okay, so you know what, I'm gonna die here. Then he was like, okay. And then he pulled out his leg, and his angle got a little bit
stuck.
Yeah. So, but anyway, so he was in the fire for 28 seconds.
That's crazy. And you know what I read also is that the racing suits were changed this year to allow for more time to be on fire without getting injured. But the thing that got stuck on the old generation still was the gloves.
Yeah.
So hence his body was okay, but his hands were burned. Thank God for that change, and hopefully maybe the gloves can be changed as well to allow for more protection. But
for sure they will be.
Yeah, I think so. But it really is amazing to see that he was able to survive going straight into the barrier, because without the halo he'd be dead.
Yeah. So the old suit was able to hold the fire for 10 seconds.
Right.
So it was. So it made that the racing suit cannot allow more heat inside than 40 degrees Celsius. Right?
Yeah.
So it's made like that. So it was, the old suit was for 10 seconds it cannot allow 40 degrees or more. But now with 2020 they made new suits which can hold for 20 seconds the heat.
Thank God.
So that was his escape.
And Disgruntled is trying to make a move on Domingos, because Domingos is now up into P2. But I think Monkey, but they're on the final laps now. So Yuppie, easy into P1, Disgruntled into P2.
Wow.
And Monkey's going to try to chase them down. Yeah, they do have penalties. So let's see what kind of penalty times they've got.
3-second penalty.
So Domingos, if he can just stay behind, close, he'll get that P2, and Monkey as well, but Monkey's got a 3-second penalty. So it looks looks like Disgruntled will get a P3 if he holds on to that position.
If Domingos will not make.
And now we're on board with Frankie. Oh, and they touch into the second chicane, but Shep stays ahead. It's a really nice defensive driving from Shep. Let's go back to the battle for P2.
Second now.
Second, yeah.
1 second. And Yappy just
he just drove away.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. He kept his nose clean. He pushed when he needed to. I think he had a good race. So that's the win for Yuppie. So congratulations to Yuppie. Really nicely done. And Shep is out. Shep is out in the exit of Ascari. So what could have been a great day for Shep has turned into a disastrous day for Shep. He will cycle back into P18. And
the points.
Yeah, he loses all kinds of points. I think he's only going to earn 2 points here today. So let's see who's still battling.
Think about the points.
Oh, and Joe also had an incident out of Lesmos too, so he's losing position. That's unfortunate for Joe. Joe, who normally is so consistent about keeping his car on track, has a bit of a moment, and he falls back. Toad is also out. I don't know what happened with Toad. Toad also, oh, there he goes on the left. He lost it on the exit of the Ascari. That's unfortunate for Toad, but that's Joe and Vapor as well, making up positions at the end, scrounging together a few more points. So there's a nice drive by Yuppie, a nice drive by Domingos, and a nice drive by Disgruntled. Disgruntled, who just had a really unfortunate race last weekend at Spa, but he's able to get a podium spot here today. But Monkey Mafia from the back of the grid up into P4, I think that's a really great drive by Monkey. Shit's going to happen where you're going to get frustrated, but he kept his head down, he kept pushing. He didn't drive frustrated or crazy. He was patient, and it paid off for him.
Great race.
Yeah, it was a good race. Really nicely done by Yuppie. So I'm just going to wait to pull up these post-race results to see who's all where.
These kind of races we need in the real life. Like, Razor started P1 and he ended up P12 or P11.
But you know what's crazy?
And,
you know what's crazy
like,
is that the closest race to the closest race to this that happened for real was at Monza when Gasly won. I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Monza,
yes.
bro. It's a crazy track, but it's one of those tracks where the first chicane and the second chicane are so tight, and then Ascari's tight, Lesmos is tight. A lot of these corners, there's only one real racing line through there. You can maybe go two, but it starts to get dangerous because we saw a Razor guy lose out when he went on the outside.
Yeah.
So, again, nicely done by Yuppie. Great job by Disgruntled, and great job as well by Domingos, who's been so consistent this year, and the Monkey as well. Great drive. Football Beast doing really nicely today. He doesn't always race, but when he does, he's able to get up there into positions, making some nice moves. Spooling it up there as well. He's a newer reserve, or a newer full-time driver, excuse me. And Rusty, who had an incident lap 1, had to change that wing, and he's able to hold on to P7. So, really nice drive from Rusty.
Well, next week is Singapore.
Yeah, that's gonna be a crazy race too. I don't even want.
How many safety cars?
I don't know. We're gonna have to start taking bets for that one, the over, the under.
Okay.
But for now, we have to focus on Monza for us tomorrow. But anyway, that's gonna be a wrap for us here today. So thank you everyone for tuning in. You've been watching the Performance Racing League Tier 2 Italian Grand Prix, round 15 of the championship. I've been joined by Renee, so thank you, Renee, for joining me.
Thank you.
And to everyone else who's been tuning in today.